The Holy See has made its choice. We'll proceed without its cooperation. I believe we're acquainted the terms of Black Wolves and Ultimatum. We must agree upon course of action, not lest the fate of Arizona hangs the balance upon the council of this council. Vasabesu claims the will and power to smite the primals. Shall we yield to him? He pledges to rid the realm of false gods, yet offers resistance. He swears that we shall share the primal's fate. Pardon me my bluntness, but I do not like these choices. This is too grave for a decision for any one of our nations to make it alone. Choose we surrender or resistance, we must answer as one. But if we surrender, the rest will surely fall. Let us pray the wisdom to do the right by all our peoples. I shudder to think what will happen.
Oh, there you are. All the big city, Dercia. Where's a glass for me, eh? Or not? You don't look best pleased, lass. Something on your mind? By Navigator. Weller's dead? God damn it. They must have known they'd been rumbled. Or sod it. It's past time we had this talk. Our last conversation. I got to thinking where the certain funds were coming from, so I had to dig around all quiet, and sure enough, I found it. I fear it seems a bit of coin made its way to the Braves coffers, a courtesy of Dodo Kazurzo, a daft name for a business I've ever heard one. What first gave me an inkling that something weren't right. Who could it be? It couldn't be Telenji, is it? So I went through the ledgers again. I found half-dozen donations for the organization with stupid bloody names. Didn't take long to find on the common thread. All were owned by the Mirage Trust. Mirage Trust? Oh, they get the best of credit, showing us up for amateurs we are. Show the common business bloody bribery consortium. I don't know what more we could have done mock our world on financial contribution. The gods only know how many men and the first and third were tugging in Telegi's coin. But I know some of them are. Right, you me, right? They're the ones. What did for Willard. Ah, so the first and third were inciting Telegi. All for the more reason we got more traitors in the ranks. Apparently, security wasn't tight enough, so there's some kind of flaw to that. The earnest take young fool had been asking the wrong kind of questions, bound to attract attention. He should have seen it at the time, but I didn't. God's damn me. So, I don't see what Telenji helped to accomplish. He hit his games all the cat of a drunk pissing into the wind. Drunk piss in the wind. No, he's cleverer than this, so we need to be clever too. That's the only way we're repaid this devil blood. We purged by one of the tricksters bastards from our ranks. On that you have me word. And Dracia, mind Sevian Udoya, we're headed to a storm. I can smell it. The kind that will sweep a man overboard and drag him under before he knows it. Ah. So the first and third were on Telenji's side. But what happened to the fourth and second? I'm guessing the second was wiped out, and the fourth, I'm not sure about the fourth. I'm assuming the second were part of the Galilean spies, which I kind of doubted. Which I kind of doubt it. I kind of doubt it. But we won't know until we see it, eh? Oh wait. Of course, I would have used it Aetherite. That spinning. Let's go this way. Let's go to Chamber of Rule. I have to know if this is, I have to know that this is actually Realm Reborn. Because it's not. then Heaven's Sword should not be far. Because we defeated... well... the ultimate weapon in the vanilla. So Realm Reborn is a bit shorter than expected. Quicksand. Quicksand? I figured, give my regards to Morty, and let her know I'll call upon her anon. Okay, that's one thing after the next. Can't catch a break, can't you? Can't really catch a break, do you? Come, but not gone. Well, it looks like I can jump down from out there, so that should be easier. This is an easier shortcut. Well, the easier shortcut is just to jump down. Without, like, you know, running around this much. I should have thought about this. I've done this the hard way all along. I should have taken the easy way. Good thing. The good news is, I have about, like, maybe 6k? 6k, yeah, 6k health. Should be fine. Alright. Modubi. I appreciate you dropping on a short notice, Sam. I know you got places to be, so I won't waste your time. You're friends with Crystal Braves and Ali. Name of Ali, aren't you? Former adventurer? Come to think of it, perhaps you recruited her yourself. Anyway, she came from me not long ago before she left, asked me to give you this message. Said the others will end up dragging you to a feast. I was to see you got it before you made a grand entrance. Maybe at the station, the West Copper and Coffin, there's something I must show you. A short message I'll grant you, but she had thought long and hard before picking those words. Barry touched her foot too. Under other circumstances, I would have thought those signs would have signs of troubled heart, but someone tells me she isn't planning to ask your thoughts on a gentleman caller. I think she's worried. I think she has something to show me, and something is up. I think she has the right to worry and send a message, because I want to know what's up. This entails one or too many things. Well, this entails maybe one or too many things. Well, maybe. I can't say for sure. Alright, let's go. I can't say for sure. You started upon the platform, your thoughts began to wander. All too soon, the ghost of comrades has lost and slain. Begin to fire your mind's eye, the summer process. Clearing your head, you scan the horizon, but no sign of Ali. You're straining my ears listening. You heard a chatter quoting and buzzing separate, but no footfall. Sighing about your head only to notice a vital lying at your feet. What's this? Justine, that's you. What brings you out this way? Uh-oh. Something's amiss. Lieutenant Ellie? Why no, I haven't seen her about... How did she come this way? I guarantee we would have crossed paths. I must have passed this spot a dozen times. We were patrolling the city superiors on the count of royal banquet, captain's orders, you understand. Speaking of which, isn't it about to begin? Yep. Yep! I know something was up. Suspicious. I sense something suspicious.
Oh, Sultan Tree, hallowed spirit of my line. Through my weakness, the glorious house of Ul has all but disappeared beneath the sands. For want of the strength to raise it up again, it were better that it fall. Forgive me, but I know not what else to do.
Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here comes the emotional train. This tiny glass has container appears to have been used before, but contained to what, pray tell? Guess we'll have to see, eh? Alas, to no avail, she's not here. So a vial, why would she leave? Why did she left the vial there? What's the reason behind it? So a vial. Why did she left the vial there? Does she know something? She must have known something. I think this is rather bodes ill. I mean, that royal guy may have mentioned it and probably warned us. Warned us about it all along. So she wasn't there. But this was, eh? Let's see. It looked like to an alchemist vial, but beyond that I can't say. Might be best if you hold on to it for safekeeping, though. A Realm, no news worry about Aline. I'm sure she will turn up before too long. If she does, we will also find out what this is all in aid of. Besides, we got more important things to think about. Will you believe that? While you were away, on the message arrived for you? Well, one did. The subtle handmaiden, no less. Her Grace, it seems Her Grace desires a private audience. But me? What for? So, what are you waiting for? Go on then. Go! I am not in a position to have any...
You needn't trouble yourself, sir.
Your grace is most kind, but it is no trouble to me, rather an honor. If your grace is ready, I shall summon the warrior of light.
I am.
Uh-oh. Is she gonna die? She looks mad. For some reason. She might know something. Ah. There they are.
Everyone looks to be in high spirits.
Sure does.
With good cause.
Common victory may serve to unite even the most unlikely of allies. You've brought us one step closer to a united Eorzea.
Your modesty knows no bounds, antecedent. Were it not for your efforts, Sir Emmerich would never have become such a steadfast ally. When he convinces his countrymen to rejoin the Alliance, we shall all reap the benefits, military and economic. I tell you, we are on the cusp of a new era of unity and prosperity.
The village is dead, and the killer is on. The village is dead, and there are traitors on the ground. This is no type of celebration. This is too much. This is bad.
Territorial disputes are all that divide us now. But I have faith that we will find an amicable solution in time. And failing that, I'll have my trusty warrior of light box the ears of all concerned. Speaking of whom...
She will be joining us shortly. A matter at the quicksand required her attention, but it did not sound serious.
It definitely does, whatever the reason was. But why did she left the vial? So the bigger question is, why did she left the vial there? I don't get it. Why did she left it there? Why did she left it there? Just why? I don't get it. Why did she just left it there? It doesn't make sense. I'm guessing some sort of I'm guessing it has some sort of purpose to it. Waiting and waiting. You must be the one. Thank you for coming, madam. Her Grace is most eager to speak with you. If you have the moment to compose yourself before the audience may have it, or if you're ready, it will be my honor to escort you to Her Grace's chambers forthwith. Several cousins will play in its sequence. Set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Alright, let's get this started. The door is shut.
Enter.
Your Grace, your guest has arrived.
Pray, come in and take your ease.
Tis well that the steps of faith held against the hold.
And what of the city proper?
We sustained some few losses, but the heart of our nation yet beats with vigor. I am not certain I could say the same had we not received your most generous aid.
An attack on Ishgard is an attack on the realm. We stand together or fall divided.
Fair.
Such noble words. After the fact.
He doesn't look too happy.
I had hoped to speak in the presence of Her Grace, but it seems she has been delayed. That being the case, now would seem as good a time as any. Honored friends, pray allow me to convey Ishgard's warmest gratitude for your part in the defense of our lands. Tis upon the success of this very alliance that my recommendation to throw open the gates of judgment shall be founded. With the blessing of the Archbishop, it is my hope that Ishgard will soon be reunited with her long-estranged sister nations, and that Eorzea shall once more be as one.
As a light spark should.
Very well.
Is aught amiss?
Nothing to worry about. I shall return anon.
Uh-oh. I know that look. She looks concerned. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! It's an ambush.
You wished a word, Yu Hase?
Uh-oh. It's an ambush.
You may go. Your Grace.
You must be curious as to the reason for this private audience. The matter I would discuss, however, will soon make apparent the need for discretion.
Okay.
I intend to abdicate the throne and dissolve the monarchy.
What?
You have seen for yourself the storm of turmoil that howls through our streets. The government fails in its responsibilities, and my subjects suffer the consequences of our incompetence. But I will see them suffer no longer. The victory feast shall provide the stage on which I declare the dissolution of the Sultanate. 'Tis mine intent that the ruling class of our golden city should take its place beside the common man in a fair and equitable republic. No more shall this nation bow to the whims of a privileged few.
This means...
That which I propose will entail the tearing up of this city's very foundations. And even Reborn, with all his strength and influence, will be hard-pressed to keep his footing on such treacherous ground. Thus would I ask you to lend him a steadying hand. You who have endured the wrath of innumerable foes are the one hero in whom I can place my trust. Will you do this thing for me?
Oh, man.
I am truly grateful. More grateful than I can well express.
Then this means...
Much of my dread for the coming days has been quieted.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no! She's been poisoned. She's dead.
Your Grace!
It was her.
Her Grace, the Sultana, is dead.
It was her. She did this. The lady killed her. I forget her name. Annalene? It's definitely Annalene. Damn it.
Poison in her wine?
Of course.
You did this!
Spare us your denials! I see no other suspects, and the room has but the one entrance.
You're a fool.
I hereby accuse you of regicide. Men, arrest this viper.
Don't even... Talenji, you are a fool! And I have no weapon. Damn it. Uh-oh. Yep.
Sir, barring a few exceptions, we have detained all those with allegiance to the Scions. The Rising Stones is also under our control.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Are you serious? Is the Waking Sands and not taken over? Well, at least there's a Waking Sands, but the Rising Stone is taken.
And what do you hope to achieve with this mutiny?
Why, that which we have striven for all along, Commander. The salvation of Eorzea.
Don't tell me. Are you guys seriously working with the Empire? Download the Empire? The Imperial Empire. They're working with the Imperial Empire all along. Wait. If they're not with Empire, then are they with...
What is the meaning of this?
Knights from the homeland. This cannot bode well.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Looks like they have been betrayed.
Lord Commander, we have received an urgent message from the Holy See. I am grieved to report that your serpentine foes have resumed their assault. Needless to say, your presence is urgently required. These knights have come to bear you swiftly home to Ishgard.
A surprise attack?
We've had no such word from our men, and the timing is most fortuitous to catch us away from the city.
Most fortuitous indeed.
Lord Commander, we must away.
The trickery in this.
You have been a most gracious host. I hope that I might one day return the favor. Come, Lucia.
This cannot mean well. This does not bode well. Talenji. What's the meaning of this? Huh.
Whatever is going on in there?
Something's amiss.
Ah, the ever-dutiful brass blades. I must apologize, but my dance card is rather full. Another time, perhaps?
Thancred, of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. You stand accused of committing acts of espionage in service to the Garlean Empire.
He's not with the Empire! Though.
Espionage? What in the seven hells are you talking about? Ah, if you're referring to that business with the Ultima weapon, then you must understand, I wasn't myself.
Under interrogation, an Imperial prisoner revealed your involvement in numerous dealings with the enemy. We've also been investigating reports that you are a practitioner of forbidden arts.
Forbidden arts?
You'd best come along with us.
Oh. Nuh-uh. No way, man.
You
So
invite me to your party and now you want me to leave? I do so detest receiving mixed signals.
Well, we got Telengi and his entire force on us.
Come then. I believe I've lost my appetite for this farce of a celebration.
I can't even. Telengi.
Go too far, Lord Adelengi. By what right do you march armed soldiers into a royal banquet and eject state visitors without her grace's consent? You treat the brass blades as your personal army and show contempt for the throne with your every act. Leave us, now.
Is that an order, General? Mayhap you have mistaken me for one of your flames. You will find I am not so slavishly obedient. As you lecture me on personal armies. As for your outrageous claim that I have shown contempt for the throne, let all here observe that it was not I who feasted while an assassin removed its occupant.
Alright guys, I'll be right back. Excuse me?
I expect this is your idea of defending the nation, is it? This and diluting our forces through these distractions in Cartano and Curthus. I do begin to see how the ranks of the Immortal Flames came to be riddled with Guardian sympathizers. You are plainly unfit for command.
Wait, goddamn you. Your words make no sense. What assassin?
You mean to say you don't know? We caught the vaunted champion of the Scions in her Grace's private chambers, not moments after the deed was done.
No! No, this cannot be!
Save your breath. You will need it to plead your case. You and your entire order are to be tried for this atrocity.
This is some utter BS.
Bring in the prisoner!
Oh boy.
This woman stands accused of poisoning Her Royal Majesty Nanamu Namo and is suspected accessories to the crime. All members of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn will be detained for questioning.
Oh, you bastard. You bastard. You planned this all along? How dare you?
This is madness!
Tell me about it.
What a pity. Who'd have thought your tale would end like this?
It does not end here. Sure as bloody hell it's not.
Should you demand further proof, a vial with traces of the substance used to poison her grace was found upon the assassin's person.
I did not do it.
How very convenient. You would speak of convenience? Who persuaded Her Grace to host this celebration? A diversion which presented you and your confederates ample opportunity to commit the crime, and a crowd within which to fade from view. A more convenient occasion I could scarcely imagine.
A vial. But wait, this doesn't make sense. Why would Annalene just leave that poison and vial in the middle of the desert? It's a treachery setup. So the blame is thrown.
How dare you! After all we have done for Uldar!
Hold your tongue, witch! I'll not be ensorcelled! I know all about the dark gift that you and your disciples wield. Oh yes, I've observed how you worked upon the minds of the Alliance leaders, bending them to your will.
Bullshit!
And what of your cordial relationship with Sir Emmerich? For years, Ishgard abjured all contact with the outside world, and now the Lord Commander of the Temple Knights treats you with the familiarity of a childhood friend.
What would you know about childhood?
I'll tell you what I think. I think this desperate defense of Ishgard was but a ruse to deceive us into dividing our forces. Your next move will be to charm your Kurthan allies into invading our lands.
Such rubbish. I'll tolerate your schemes, Talenji.
Now that is truly ridiculous.
How do you even think of this stuff?
He's blinded with greed, no doubt about it. But the rage is so pure. I would assume that he tainted his heart. Very easily with corruption, even.
She cannot be dead. Stand aside, Ilbert. I want to see the Sultana.
Spare yourself the pain, brother. I saw her with my own eyes. For a mercy, the poison took her swiftly. Her handmaiden can attest to that.
No.
This cannot be. Animal. No!
I think this is a good time to leave. We can spare in the morning later.
Plainly, the Royalists can no longer be relied upon to keep our nation safe. And so it falls to the monitorists of the Syndicate to govern Uldar. But should you wish to help us, General, we would be more than happy to entrust the task of planning Her Grace's funeral to you. It seems only right that you should bury your precious Sultana, and we will be glad to be rid of that burden.
So, this was your plan all along, wasn't it?
I'll bet you will. You more than any man.
Whatever do you mean?
I mean you had her killed, you black-hearted bastard!
What rot! Though I did have sufficient motive, it is true. That young lady caused me no end of grief.
That's Mark. I knew it. You got her killed. Yet their plan was just as begins unraveling.
She always was a most unwilling puppet. I dare say her grace was grateful that someone thought to cut her strings.
Does your treachery knows no bounds?
You would mock her, then mock her from hell!
Damn. Okay, better to go. Oh shit. He is infuriating mad. His hatred boils. His fire burns. Oh.
Have you lost your mind, General? It is forbidden to draw steel in the royal chambers, much less slaughter our fellow syndicate members. You're one of them. You've been in league with the Scions all along.
You're next, you scheming bastard!
Reborn!
Seven hells!
Damn it, Elbard.
Admiral, we must leave.
The crystal braves. We have been betrayed.
How unlike you, old friend. I did not expect to take your arm so easily.
Take the Scions into custody. They have conspired to commit regicide. And arrest this traitor as well.
Wait for it.
Gilbert, I hope you choke on their coin.
Tis better than the dirt I've supped on these long years. We can't all abandon Alamigo and become great war heroes as you have.
Pardon?
You are not the man you once were, Roman. Since that girl strapped the yoke around your neck, you've become docile. She took the mad bull and cut off his balls. And a bull that cannot rot is fit for naught but slaughter.
You will answer for your treacheries one way or another. You will pay. All of you will. The Crystal Braves have been rebelled.
Shall I tell you who really killed your precious Sultana?
Who? Don't tell me.
It was me.
So it was you who put the poison So it was you all along?
You die!
Such devastation!
I never doubted you, not for a moment. There is more to this than I yet understand. Flee this place. Clear your names. Find out who is behind this plot. It is the only way. Now go!
God damn. Rub on. It can't be. Damn. It was brutal.
Ah, there you are.
Thancred, where have you been?
Avoiding the fumbling advances of some very persistent admirers. When I realized the celebrations had turned sour, it seemed prudent to slip away and take stock of the situation. 'Twould appear that much of the city is already under tight guard. It occurs to me that expanding the Brass Blade's authority may not have been such a wonderful idea after all.
The success of this plan was contingent upon those thugs having the run of the place. Just how long has this scheme been in motion?
Careful preparations, the maneuvering of forces. I am inclined to agree with the General's insistence that a deeper plot exists here.
So, would I be right in thinking we now have an excuse to pummel as many brass blades as we like?
Unless you plan on pummeling them all, I'm not sure that will greatly aid our cause.
I mean, we've been betrayed, that's all. I mean, we have been betrayed, that's all. This is a problem that we need to deal with. Because for now, there seems to be a dragon. However, there will be a bigger problem to deal with later.
The Sultana's assassination was but one part of the scheme. We too were its targets. And though we did not share Ponanimo's fate, we are yet hobbled by the charges laid at our door. Where now might we seek refuge?
Where indeed, we may safely assume that our foe is thought to have the Rising Stones watched.
Forgive me for stating the obvious, but our choice of destination will matter little if we cannot secure an escape route out of Ul'dah. Happily, I believe I can provide one. Papashan once told me about the passages hidden in the walls of the palace. If I recall correctly, the fireplace in Animo's chambers conceals the entrance to a tunnel. It should lead outside the city and allow us to avoid any messy confrontations.
Good plan. But we need to... But we have short time. We need to go.
The rest of you go on ahead. I'll handle this lot.
By yourself? I suppose I shall just have to join you.
You both better come back alive. You hear me?
Crystal Braves too, huh? Now this should be interesting.
Ida! Papalimo!
Where's Alphanine when you need him? Better get going.
We will hold our pursuers here. Hurry, now. Find this tunnel of Thancred's.
Better to escape. Malphia. Come on.
Minfilia, we cannot linger.
scheme plotted. That's her, isn't her? She was a prisoner, and now she is a garland. It is her. She is still part of the... Oh!
Ah! Now look what you've done.
Ida, are you all right? There are just too many of them.
I'm fine. I could do this all day. How about you?
Nearing the end of my tether.
There's a number of them. We can't just... You guys are seriously outnumbered.
This is so stupid. We're the scions of the Seventh Dawn. The ones who stand between this realm and the evil that's trying to destroy it.
And if you think we'll leave the stewardship of Eorzea to the likes of your masters, then you're sorely mistaken.
The crystal brays and the brass blades.
Sorry I dragged you into this, Papa Limo.
Huh?
'Tis hardly the first time, and I'll be damned if it will be the last.
Roll. Oh. Is that what I think it is?
I was hoping you'd say that.
What a blast. Well, I hope they survive. I hope they survive. I just hope they will. I need my weapon. I need it bad.
I never knew such a watercourse existed beneath Uldar.
Neither did I.
The architecture is of the Sildine style, if I'm not mistaken. The ancients plainly foresaw the need for a ready means of escape.
Escape we shall.
This way!
Well, that didn't take long. It seems these tunnels were not as secret as I'd hoped.
Better run.
Go on ahead. Thancred and I will deal with this.
Well...
What do you mean to do?
Only that which is required to ensure that the dawn's light survive to brighten the morrow.
You mean...
Fear not, antecedent. You haven't seen the last of these fair features.
My friends.
Leave us!
Well, better go.
What is the plan, milady? Shall I take the dozen on the left and you the dozen on the right? The odds are not exactly stacked in our favor.
Numbers will count for little when I bring the tunnel down upon their heads. Though I cannot say I relish the thought of being entombed with you for all eternity.
You wound me. I will have you know that many a maid would kill for the chance to spend forever at my side. Now, may I have the last dance?
Oh no. They go out in a bang. Oh. There's no end to them.
Well, this is going splendidly. Now would be a good time, milady!
'Tis done.
Forgive me, Mitra.
Mitra.
Farewell, Ophelia.
They're gone. Like Yida and Palafamia. Yashtulin and Thacred. Both 4 of them are gone.
Heidelin, she speaks to me. No. I must remain behind, but you cannot stay with me.
I can't let you do that.
Please, you must go on. You are the warrior of light. You are hope for the Scions and for all the realm. As long as your flame continues to burn, the light of the dawn may ever be relit. You must escape and save Eorzea from those who would plunge it into darkness. Tis the only way.
Ophelia. We better go. Now. Well, better escape. Better head to Ishgard or something. Alphanet! He's alive!
I am glad to see you safe, my friend. What of the others? Damn that man! Teleji played me for a fool! I thought the Crystal Brave's mine till the very moment I felt the blade at my back.
There will be ample time for soul-searching later. For now, we must put some arms between us and Ul'dah.
It's better to go.
Well, would you look who it is? Need a ride? I doubt it'll be half as exciting as the last trip we took. Not if I have anything to say about it anyway.
Hey! It's you! You're the one that was on the carriage earlier at the beginning of the game. Surprised to see you. Well, we better go. They'll be on to us.
Not dawdle, eh? All aboard!
Better go. I doubt they will catch us up long. We will lose track of them. Oh man. This is pure madness. Talenji is dead. And the brass blades are continuing to search. As upon his death. It suffered much.
I was stocking up on supplies over in Vesper Bay, you see, when your sister came up and begged a favour. Said her brother was having some trouble down in Uldar, and likely needed a helping hand getting away.
Oh, really?
Thinking them ruins would make a fine hiding place, I decided to try there first. But lo and behold, there you were. Aye, judging by them soldiers as were pouring out of the city, I arrived not a moment too soon. Ha! Must have been fate that we happened to find you there, though, eh?
I guess you did.
I had thought to look out for Alize, but it would appear she was the one watching over me. I've made such a mess of things.
Don't we all?
And who might you be, young sir?
I'm guessing an ally?
Pippin Terrapin, Vice Marshal of the Immortal Flames.
Aye. Nice to meet ya.
I had been on the Alamegan front these past few moons, but an urgent communication called me back to Uldar. Scarce had my boots touched the cobbles, though, when the streets erupted with cries of assassination. I immediately went in search of answers, and came across Master Alfino here. Needless to say, I did not think his imprisonment justified. The blame plainly lies with the Monetarists. Their greed and corruption are well known to me, but for them to take advantage of the situation with such alacrity...
Was that Pippin, you said? Ain't that the name of General Alden's lad?
Yes, I am his son. Adopted, of course. It was only as we were leaving Uldar that I learned of father's fate.
Oh.
Once I have seen you a safe distance away, I mean to return to the city and extricate him from this madness.
Why?
Then you needn't travel no further than Blackbrush. Our fugitives have a friend waiting for them there.
Blackbrush?
I dreamed of bringing about Eorzea's salvation, but in the end, it was I who needed saving.
Oh man. I'm gonna start crying in like a few minutes. I got my belt back. Damn soldiers will keep searching for a while yet. We're going to take the carriage back to Uldar and get it laid in our hand. We'll provide extraction if needed. Need to be. You'll be right here. Help along shortly. Stay strong. Friends, the real fight to come. Alright, let's go. Well, it's better we escape. It was a good thing we escaped Uldar. It's better we escaped. It's a good thing we escaped, then not. The most assuring folk it can be proved to be our greatest ally. That fellow was but a passing merchant, led us a moment without a moment's hesitation, any hint concern, and his own safety. Who? Sid! Better go now. Jeez. This is rough. Man, this is rough. We lost the Scions of the Seven Dawn, the Crystal Braves. We have no end. They have no end of their treachery. Fortunate I was able to get my bow back. Fortunate I was able to still have my weapon intact. To think of these guys. To think the Garleans are involved, often it is all along. Including the damn Talenji Radaji. He is dead. But the lady's still alive. Should have been dead before it would have been. Man, this sucks. Alpinate is at loss. Hopefully. Mr. Alpian told me your tale, Drusilla. It warns me that you should turn me before others. I shall endeavor to deserve your trust. Alas, the situations have grown more complicated in your absence. It would be best if I explain in full. Go on. Before the dawn. In time's trouble, there are few things that are more precious than unconditional support. Well?
There has been word from the capital. Ishgard has weathered another assault. And 'tis said several wyverns broke through into the city proper.
Several wyverns broken. Oh shit. This probably means they have a lot more than I thought.
The temple knights succeeded in slaying the beasts, but the intrusion prompted orders to further strengthen the guard and to place the city under a perpetual state of alert.
Did it fall or not, man? I need to know.
How keenly we feel the loss of our wards at the gates of judgment.
The wards are destroyed?
Yet we must not bemoan our misfortune. Sir Emmerich is safely returned from Ul'dah, and once more leads the defense of Ishgard.
How many more?
As for the matter of your asylum, I am afraid no progress will be made until the threat to our nation is diminished. But do not despair. You are not without allies. You are more than welcome to shelter here for as long as you wish. Pray, think of it as a new headquarters of sorts. The Falling Snows, or some such.
Falling Snows.
All frivolity aside, any who come here in search of you will receive no aid from House ff14. For once, the Ishgardian reputation for inhospitality shall work in our favor. Agents of Ul'dah will find their every inquiry dismissed, and their every request for entry rebuffed, until such time as their masters have acknowledged your innocence.
Then we need to hit here. And away.
You once fought to preserve the honor of my dear friend. 'Tis a blessing that I may now repay that debt in kind. But let us dwell no more on this. Pray, join the rest of your companions. 'Tis bitterly cold this day. I suspect there are those who might welcome the warmth your presence brings.
I feel warmed. Oh, this warmed. That just feels the warmth in my heart. Truly it does. Oh boy. Totaro? She's back! I'm assuming she knows what happened. Alpinid, Drusilla? Is it really you? Good thing she's alive. I'm so happy that you're... Sniffles. Oh man. I tried contacting Mephilia and the others, but no one would respond. And the Crystal Braves, our own people, turned on us in the marketplace. The Finland told me to run, so I did. I ran out of my lungs buried, and my feet ached. I lost my way. And then... Fortunately, I had some observed with the Crystal Braves working spatially beforehand. Yugiri? Oh! Hello! Ah, yes. My mask. It was lost in the struggle. Pretty, isn't she? She is a dragon. Good to know. Anyway, after you found me, we traveled with the Vesper Bay and met up in youre. We told her what happened and used a matrix to wave the lumber around the waking sand from outside. Our headquarters now look like an abandoned storehouse. The trust didn't take long either. Apparently, youre started making preparations for the after Imperial attack, just in case the Empire never chose to pay us another visit. Good thinking, eh? Sorry, where was I? Oh yes. We waited at a waking sand hoping the others would come, but no one else did. My people are searching for the scions as we speak. We haven't had little success yet. I hope you might be able to suggest a further place to look. But you should know, the resting stones did not share the waking sand's good fortune. Only crystal brides waiting you there. Be it as it may, we are cause to hope, do we not? If the two of you escaped, it might have not been possible that others could have done so as well. It may have been forsaken by men and women believed true, but rest assured, the people of Dormer yet stand with you. We will hope this is our duty to repay our debts, and shall continue our efforts to locate others to see science restore order back to a rightful place of honor. She's half human, half dragon, so...
'Tis all my doing. I believed myself the only one who truly understood Eorzea's woes. And look what that arrogance has wrought. I gave commands, influenced governments with my certainty. I treated the Crystal Braves, and even the Scions themselves, as pawns in my great scheme to save the realm. But in my headlong rush into imagined glory, I paid no heed to the ground upon which I trod. The salvation of Eorzea. What was it that I hoped to achieve? Did I believe that I could rid the realm of every danger and difficulty? That I could defeat the Empire and the Ascians? And find homes for every refugee? Oh, yes. I was so very clever. Become a guardian of Eorzea, I implored, and sat back to watch my perfect army cleanse the land of chaos. It was all but a means to feed my own vanity. Only when all is lost do I finally realize the truth.
Oh, Alfino.
Oh.
So, Master Alfino, are you content to remain a broken blade? Is there no flame hot enough to reforge you? What of the fine companions who yet stand at your side? I dare say the fires of their determination will soon have you slicing the air again with your customary wit.
I hardly deserve such friendship. And besides, where are we to go?
I mean, Talinji and Ellard are the ones who caused all this. None of those were your fault, man. None of it was. I mean, sure, you were... I guess arrogant? And confident, I guess is the right word to use, but I'm not sure what else to say. Oh man. This is really emotional.
Alfino, if I may? Should this place not serve our purpose, then we shall go to Ishgard. Nymphelia told me many times, as long as we stand fast against despair, the beacon of hope will never be lost to sight. Be it in the snow or in the clouds, we few will see that the dawn's light shines again.
Oh man, I don't.
You are right, Tataru. Thank you. And thank you for your kind words, Lord Orshfon. 'Tis true that Eorzea yet has her guardians. The Scions have achieved much, and 'twould be remiss of me to discard it all in a fit of self-pity. Let us then resume our journey, together, one step at a time.
It's so emotional. There we go. So the original and the Realm Reborn. Okay. I figured I see the difference between the two. Because the original was the vanilla. And this one is the Realm Reborn. Because if you beat the original game, you gain flying. In this one, you still get it regardless. Nymphelia, Sacred, Yada, Palomil, and Yshdolr are gone. And Ulgrier is at the Waking Sands. Milbond, Medora, something. She's also gone. Now Minato is gone as well. Robot is still fighting. I counted. Yugi is still alive, which is a good thing. Oh! Thunderstorms.
All has been arranged as you desired, my lord.
Lord Lorito. I'm guessing they captured? No. He's been captured. Oh, there's that rage. That face. I know that face anywhere. Liera Bra? Epidus. Now Braz is no more. Oh, they now know what happened. Adar was not his to evoke. It's his demise. His demise was his own making. Nevertheless, it concerns me. The extinguished that which should rightly be internal. Perhaps he was not wholly mistaken. Greater haste may be warranted. We are of one mind. To the Northlands, then. The earth is fertile, the seeds were sown. By my will, they shall reap salvation, unlike any world has known. By his will. By his will. And you are? No way. Overranger. I answered thy summon, emissary. Speak and make thine intent known. Oh. I will speak fate, Archon. Yours, mine. The fate of this very star. Oh no. You too? Don't tell me you're next. Don't tell me you're gonna be the next one! Ah, shoot. The gates have fallen. Yet no one's here. The dragons did a lot of damaging. Megarsaurus?
Thou thinkest sanctuary lieth beyond. Delusion, despair, death. Thou shalt find naught else here.
Oh man. Oh no. Oh dear. To preserve the dawn's light, heroes journeyed north. Their hearts filled with hope and their eyes fixated on heavensward. So this means alright, see you guys next time. Bye.